Scorpiana, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So dear Scorpio, today I'm going to be doing your reading from June 15th to the 21st. This will be a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. Now, dear Scorp, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify all the cards for you and get some final advice. So Scorpio, I want to take a moment and say that I really miss you so much, and I'm back from the top of the mountains. You know, having my North Node in Scorpio and being a quadruple Leo, I definitely need these times, kind of a 2-day break, to be up into the wilderness, into the woods, into the nature, to ground myself. Because, you know, Scorpio is all about alchemizing energy and transmuting. So I'm back, honey. Now, dear Scorpio, I want to say that I love you so much, and I've seen your comment and support towards me throughout my entire journey of the channel, of the triathlon, everything. So thank you very much for that. And, you know, I'm feeling quite like chill and very well and relaxed. Life is absolutely good. You know, okay. Do I tell you? Do I not tell you? Life has been really good, especially holding on to a nice, thick, juicy Ace of Wands. It just couldn't get any better. Okay, I'm gonna keep it here. But you probably get the coded message, you know, when you have that very relaxed feeling. That's what we're talking about. Okay, so Scorpiana, honey buns. Your challenge is the Knight of Wands. Someone's coming towards you with the Knight of Wands, or you're going towards somebody with the Knight of Wands, especially as a male Scorpio. So what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Empress. There could be some impregnation going on. Someone here could get pregnant and have baby, literally, physically, metaphorically. So you have the Sun, you have the Five of Pentacles, and the Empress in terms of what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, okay? So Scorpio, the Knight of Wands here is talking about passion. It's talking about sense of direction. So there is a lot of passion here between you and a particular person. Honestly, you know, when I start the reading with like maybe even like a minor joke or something, it's like almost the energy that I'm picking up on for Scorpios right now. Raise your hand if you're feeling freaky, frisky, thick, juicy, aroused, and excited. I think it's the time of the year for Scorpios. I know your birthday is October, November. We're starting now. Okay, so someone is coming towards your way. We're going to clarify this. We're going to get more information for you in a moment. This is a challenge in terms of, is this person someone that you truly see yourself a long-term relationship, or it's a short-term? Because the Ten of Pentacles here. You got a Ten of Cups. There's a lot of happiness. Nonetheless, in the recent past, there is the Ace of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Some of you were dealing with the Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I see here that there was a lot of on and off energy between you and someone else in the recent past year, Scorpio. Someone here was being constantly back and forth. You know, also maybe some of you were juggling between work, career, and a specific person. You're someone that you're super spiritual. You're the High Priestess. So I feel like a lot of you had a very spiritual connection, a strong connection with this person. But again, the Ace of Wands here, there is something here about questioning. Maybe you question this relationship, question the validity of this, because some of you, this person put you through hell, especially the waters in the background that are very wavy. It's also telling me that a lot of you went through an emotional roller coaster with this person. We're going to talk about this. We're going to clarify this for you in a moment. In the present moment, dear Scorpio, you have the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. Queen of Cups is you, King or Queen. I know there is a lot of male Scorpios watching me too. Do you mind letting me know in the comments who are you? That hot, smexy, sexy Scorpio man watching me. So for many of you, I think in the present moment, Scorpio, there is a heavy emphasis on self-care, self-love, prioritizing yourself. This is you. This is the Nine of Cups. You're fulfilling some sort of a prophecy for you. This could be in regards to your family abundance, like generational wealth here. You could be thinking about buying a mega house, a mega home. A lot of you making investments. Your entire focus right now is shifting more towards yourself. And please do not be surprised, Scorpio, if this is something that's going to accelerate your manifestation. The more you put your attention, your awareness, and focus inwards, and you leave from the 5D, 4D consciousness, this outer 3D reality is literally a printer. It's going to reflect back to you what you're experiencing inwardly. I'll talk about this more at the end. So in the near future, you have the Six of Wands, you have the Knight of Cups, and you have the Ten of Cups. So I don't know, I've done quite a few readings already, but I think yours is really something very special. There is somebody here coming towards your way with a lot of love, and there is commitment coming towards your way. Commitment, happiness, and to be honest, after seeing so many towers in your readings and a few other signs, finally I'm starting to see that the energy has shifted. And you all know I just came back from the mountains, so I'm having this altitude shift and altitude change. The desert, I came back into the desert from 10,000 feet altitude, and there is this freaking allergies going on. I don't want to deal with that, but whatever. Taking local honey. There is a lot of happiness for you. Now, you have the Justice here, the Sun, the Five of Pentacles. So there is some legal matters here. Someone is going through a legal situation. I see here also a brand new beginning that's going to make you very happy. Scorpio, many of you have been suffering. Many of you have been with the Five of Pentacles, whether there was a financial loss. Many of you have been in isolation. You have been in the darkest places that anyone could ever imagine. That is something that's going to come to an end. I see here children. Some of you are planning children. Some planning to have a child. Okay, God bless your womb. Again, physical, literal, metaphorical, there is a lot of happiness coming towards your way. Justice is being served. This is also good karma. So prepare yourself, because I feel like a lot of you are finally about to get rewarded for everything that you have done, the work that you have done within yourself, Scorpio, the shadow work, the inner work. You are being rewarded for that. Let's go ahead and clarify everything just real quick. I don't post readings on TikTok. Okay, I only exist on YouTube, In Your Heart, and on Instagram. So just report those fake pages. Let me know. I'll take them down. And on this channel, we always make sure to go ahead to hit that like button. It's an energy exchange. When you give back, you also receive 10 times more. And I'm also going to be choosing 2 Scorpios to pull cards for them in one of the upcoming videos to see what are the messages coming for them. Okay, so thank you for your engagement. Scorpiana. By the way, the sunflowers, I got them today. So this is Henry, that's Michael. I'm going to be adding something really nice to the background within the next few days. So I'm working towards that. So let's see what's going on and who's coming towards your way. Scorpio, the Knight of Wands is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Page of Cups, Six of Cups, King of Pentacles. Whoever this person is, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, some of you have been dealing with, you have a very strong soul tie with this person. Very strong soul tie. This person could be an older person, by the way. There is an age difference between you and them. A lot of you might be also dealing with an air sign. But nonetheless, there is someone here who has a mustache. Someone here may have a goatee or facial hair features. So it's good to have facial features, but I think that somebody here that you have been maybe trying to forget about, maybe you've been just kind of really trying to get them off of your mind. Someone here from the past is coming back. Why am I saying this? Just right off the bat, I want to let you know if this is your reading or if this is not. I mean, you're going to be the judge. But Scorpio, Six of Cups in tarot means past person, period. That ain't the Ace of Cups. That ain't the Two of Cups. Six of Cups is a past person. There is a lot of nostalgia between you and this person, a lot of memories, a lot of flashbacks. It's like almost I'm getting someone is coming towards your way to evoke those feelings and those emotions that you both had in the first time. You know what word is coming to my mind? And I know there is a Scorpio who mentioned in one of the comments, I'm glad, Arman, that you're using a Bible verse. See, it's a metaphor, and I'm happy to see that a lot of Scorpios are very open-minded, non-judgmental. It's knowledge. The verse that I'm getting here is, in the Revelation where it talks about you have forsaken your first love. You're neither cold, you're neither hot, you're lukewarm. I'm going to pick you out. There is a verse, right? I can't remember which number it is, but it's in Revelation. You have forsaken your first love is the main theme both of you, like you both have forgotten the first love that you both had. That very first moment when you both met, there was so much love, so much passion. Someone here could be going back through the messages, pictures, looking into the memories here together for both of you. And I know that Scorpio, you don't even got to dig into your phone, because honey, you already have the mental archives from back in 2004, 1999, every second, every moment. Someone here, Scorpio, is coming towards your way with a lot of passion. This is also a very strong sexual connection between you and them. You could be someone that you dealt with, someone who comes from a hot climate, hot area, hot place. They come from a place where there is a lot of sun. Also body of water too. There is something here about Egypt. Could be very much Egypt, Egyptian god, goddess, knowledge. Could be very much, or maybe you take a trip there. Okay, children could be part of this relationship as well. Now, let's talk about the recent past. But someone is coming back, and you've been fighting your feelings off. I want to forget about this person. I don't think I want to deal with them. That ain't gonna happen. Sprinkle, sprinkle. In the past, Ace of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, Eight of Cups. So in the recent past, like I said, there was a brand new beginning here. Things took off. There was a history between you and them, Seven of Pentacles. You both built a rapport together. You both built a very strong foundation. However, I see here someone walking away. Okay, someone cut you off, or you cut somebody off here. I don't think this was something that really made them happy, or especially you made you happy. But there was a very tough situation some of you were dealing. I don't see this in the cards right now. I'm gonna go with my intuition for about what I'm about to say. Some of you were dealing with a person who was also married or had been married to someone. They had a lot of obligations. There is a particular woman that I'm seeing this person was dealing with, male or female, but I think there is a woman here this person was dealing with. I feel like someone here was being super controlling. This has affected your person's ability to be very firm when it came to them making a decision to come towards your way. Okay, that's one thing that I'm getting. This person could have been working a lot, maybe working overseas, traveling. There could have been a distance between you and this person too. So there was a lot of this on and off energy, Scorpio, between you and them in the past. The Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Tower moment. This is literally the Tower moment we talked about a few readings back, especially when your challenge was a tower, especially the fact that you eat towers for breakfast, honey, okay? And it's your card. So for many of you, there was a very unexpected, painful, shocking ending that happened. It did cause a lot of sadness to many of you in the recent past, and I feel like that what really happened in the recent past, Scorpio, was that the Wheel of Fortune is like something here was going so well. The connection was just flowing. Everything was going well. And all of a sudden, the goddamn tower, but there's nothing to be afraid of it. But something here started crumbling down. Nine of Swords, many of you spent a lot of sleepless nights. It really affected you on a mental level. I think it was very tough, and I'm sending you big hugs. I think this separation was not easy, and really, Scorpio, you have been doing so much research, so much investigation, so much, like you've been trying to understand, like why did this relationship happen and why things ended the way that they ended. Okay, Five of Cups, major disappointment. It's like this is something that you completely didn't see coming, and it caught you off guard. So the High Priestess here, I think there is something here about hidden things. Something here was hidden and it came out to the surface, but also your intuition. I think you embarked onto a spiritual journey. A lot of you went through the dark night of the soul. It's clarified by the Star, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Swords, and the King of Wands, and the Strength. There is a very strong Leo energy. Some of you could have Leo moon rising, or you were dealing with somebody who had Leo in their birth chart. So Scorpiana, in the recent past, you healed. You healed. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk about your person in a second, but I see here you healed a lot of parts of yourself. You stepped into your power. Even though you went through the dark night of the soul, you have been in isolation for quite some time. Many of you did the inner work within you. You started changing your limiting beliefs, Eight of Swords. There were a lot of inflicting thoughts coming at you. I think some of you also, you had to really work through your solar plexus. And that is your, is that a car engine? So I'm so sorry. There is a motorcycle that's going around. It feels like it was coming from like my home, but no. Motorcycle could be significant. I don't know why I heard that. Maybe you were dealing with somebody who was into leather jackets, leather chains, you know, whips and chains and everything. Okay. Anyways, motorcycles. Now, in the recent past, for many of you, you basically with the Eight of Swords, you change your limiting beliefs. You changed your perspective. You had a paradigm shift. That's very powerful. And I think that a lot of you right now in the present moment, you have moved on. Like, yes, there is a lot of memories associated with this person, but see how you're learning to fill in your cup. See how much work you have done. And a lot of you are setting boundaries. That's really powerful. Maybe that's also very much reflected in my Scorpio North Node, because that is my destiny. I'm turning into more Scorpionic in this lifetime. Okay, that's just the truth. That's my destiny. My South Node was in Taurus. My North Node is in Scorpio. Get what I'm saying? So a lot of you are learning how to fill in your cup and say no. And there is a very strong sense of like self-care. Like, I'm gonna focus on myself right now. I'm forgiving this person. I'm letting the universe to do the work. Queen of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. See, your frequency is changing. Your frequency, Scorpio, is going towards more, I know that I deserve to live happily and be married with the right person and work things out. Two of Wands, Four of Pentacles. So a lot of you are dealing with a person who lives like across the globe, across the ocean, across another state, city, whatever. There might be some separation here between your dream. I mean, there is separation between your dream, right, and what you are holding on to. A lot of you are also completely letting go of certain limiting beliefs, certain things that no longer serve you. Your frequency is upgrading, it's changing. I think a lot of you are also really just being really serious when it comes to choosing your person to be with them. I'm not saying you cannot be with this person, but what comes first right now is the Nine of Cups. You got to make yourself happy. You know what I'm saying? You got to prioritize yourself, Scorpio. So Nine of Cups here is clarified by the Strength, the King of Wands, and the Three of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Some of you, there might be still some sort of an unresolved issue going on with the particular person. Possibly they have somewhere in their birth chart Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I think that a lot of you are really, really open to working things out with this person. But right now, you're healing your heart. Right now, you're filling your cup. You're doing what makes you happy. You are staying away from any kind of situation here, any kind of partnerships. There is the Two of Cups at the bottom. Any partnership, Scorpio, that doesn't make you happy, that is bringing conflict, drama, anything that doesn't contribute to your happiness, you're no longer engaging with that. You're walking away from those kind of people, from those kind of situations. I think a lot of you, there might be some kind of conflict going on around in your workplace and family issues. You're staying away from drama. This is a very powerful energy here, because you could be also focused on building wealth, building money, building more so your career here. You know, the reason why something is changing and someone seems to be showing up is because there is a strong energy here of you prioritizing yourself. And that's an energy shift that they can feel. People feel you. People feel you from miles away. Distance does not matter, because you're not chasing any longer. Ten of Pentacles clarified by the Moon, the Three of Cups, and the Ace of Swords, and the Fool. Because when you are focused onto this frequency with the Ten of Pentacles, there is going to be a brand new beginning that's going to happen. Some of you are dealing with an Aries Sun, Moon, or Rising. So the Ten of Pentacles is clarified by the Moon, Three of Cups, Ace of Swords. There is a very strong telepathic communication between you and this person. I also do feel like that a lot of you could see this person in your dreams. There is a lot of signs and synchronicities. You're seeing 1010 could be significant, and 888 and 777, 666. That's what's coming through right now. I feel like a lot of you are becoming very clear. Like I said, you know, you can tell that there is a reunion or a reconciliation that's about to happen, and that's something I feel like this person wants to happen as well for you. You're becoming very deliberate about the words that you use, because your words are casting spells upon your life. When we say, let me just elaborate something, Scorpio. Hold on. You're a very smart sign. You're going to like this. When we say something negative or positive about somebody, our subconscious mind does not know about that person. It only knows us, and our subconscious mind takes it about us, confirms it. Oh, okay, I'll take that comment. So when people talk negatively about you, don't worry about it. When people say certain things, when people try to badmouth you, they're talking about themselves. They're actually damaging themselves. Meanwhile, you are becoming very deliberate about the words that you speak. You're speaking words of affirmations. I'm abundant. I'm wealthy. The universe has my back. Everything is always working out in my favor. You're changing your frequency. That's why in the future here, there is a celebration here coming up for you. Victory, public recognition and acknowledgement, love, and you're moving into relationship. That's what I'm seeing here for you. You're looking good because you've done the work. So let's clarify the Six of Wands here for you, dear Scorpio. It's clarified by the Two of Cups, Seven of Swords, Five of Wands. This is going to lead to you and this person working something out when it comes to trust issues, conflict. Because if someone, whoever is meant for you will not pass. What's meant for you will definitely not pass by you. Scorpio, I do see here that for many of you in the near future, the conflict that happens, some of you also dealt with the person who came from a different culture and background, possibly, a different ethnicity. Maybe someone here spoke more than one language is also what I'm getting. So there is a conflict resolution happening. I think you and this person are coming together. There is a story of forgiveness. I also do get a sense of here, there is a side of the story that maybe you didn't know, but this person is willing to open up about that. And this person seems to be very determined to work it out with you, very, very determined. So Knight of Cups here, this person is coming in with a lot of love, okay, with a lot of love. So let's clarify the Knight of Cups for you. The Knight of Cups here is clarified by the Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands, Five of Pentacles. This is someone that's walking away from a situation, from a divorce possibly, or there is some kind of separation here happening, the Justice. This person that's specifically coming towards your way, is someone that's walking away from a situation that's been financially heavy. Someone here has been trying to rip your person off also financially, or your person, I feel like Scorpio, has had a lot of burdens they had to carry. I'm not justifying anything, but I think this person has been through a lot. I don't know like what sign they are, whatever. I already mentioned a few, but I think this person, they're finally coming to realize that they have been with karmics. They had to let go of something super toxic that's been really, being like a weight on their shoulders. There could be an addiction here. Someone is finally overcoming an addiction of drinking also. And another thing I want to mention, because y'all know I didn't just wake up and shuffle them tarot cards. Do you see the Nine of Cups? Do you see the Knight of Cups holding the cup? When you look at it, the Knight of Cups is not really full. It's not full, it's probably empty, but there is the water. There is the water that this, Knight of Wands is very slowly moving towards. And yours being as a water sign, you have a lot of love to give, But sometimes you pour into the wrong cup or overextend or overpour. It's all about balance. So this person that's coming towards your way, Scorpio, I really do see here that they want your love. They want the love that only you can fill up their cup. Because their cup was definitely filled with some sort of poison before, with I don't know who don't know why, but it was filled with poison. And in the future here, Scorpio, you have the Ten of Cups. This is going to lead to some sort of commitment, marriage. This is a pretty badass reading that I'm seeing, and this is what I'm manifesting for you. It's clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and the Devil and the Hierophant. Honey, this is an inseparable, undeniable, unquenchable relationship. The Devil here is also the card of a Capricorn. I don't know if you're a Capricorn or if you are dealing with a Capricorn. Could you have some Capricorn in your birth chart? But okay, the Devil. It's very, very powerful, undeniable. And Queen of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, there will be a decision here that will be made. Whoever this person is, also a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, so Leo, Aries, Hierophant. This is about commitment, Nine of Pentacles here. Yeah, you're gonna be, first of all, financially very well set. I think you seem to be either getting a job or some sort of an approval. You can let me know. I'm also getting here commitment showing up for you. This is the card of marriage, the Hierophant, okay, the card of a Taurus. And here is the thing. You do know that this person also, they could be walking away from, when they come towards your way, this person seems to be still in the process of disconnecting from somebody, like paperwork wise, because they're coming towards your way and they have been through hell. So there is something super toxic also, that they are in between worlds. They're juggling between a lot of things and they got to walk away and they got to disconnect from that in order for them to come towards your way, because this person is still in the process of freeing themselves from, some karmic or whoever. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, there is the Empress, there is the Five of Pentacles, and the Sun, okay, and the Justice. Legal matters could be a thing here, legal paperwork, whatever here. So for many of you, this is going to lead to a lot of happiness. I'm going to say something super specific, so please take it as it resonates. If someone here has been manifesting and wanting to have a baby, Okay, there has been infertility, whatever. It's it's gonna happen. You're gonna have a baby. I don't know who needs to hear this. If you've been going to whatever you've been sticking in, it's gonna happen. Someone is gonna be pregnant. I'm getting literally. It's a yes. The sun is always a yes card here. Okay, so it's gonna happen. And people say, someone commented, I'm 60 something year old, how am I supposed to have a baby? Girl, Sarah in the Bible, her name was Sarah, I think. Sarah in the Bible was literally 90 something year old. She gave birth to a son, I'm saying, or two sons. You never know. But again, it's a metaphor for some of you. It can be little for others of you. Okay, so Empress at the bottom, this is gonna lead to some sort of motherhood, fatherhood, coming together, working things out. And it's manifesting because you're putting the focus on you. So you're changing your frequency. What is the advice for Scorpio? What is the advice? So Scorpio, you have the King of Swords, Nine of Swords, and the Death card, Temperance. If you have a Sagittarius rising, moon, or you're on a cusp of a Sagittarius, so the Temperance could be very relevant in terms of healing and patience and alchemizing. This is about alchemy, blending in together and working something out. And your advice here is the Death card, the Nine of Swords, King of Swords. The Death card is the card of a Scorpio. So you have been doing a lot of overthinking, and I do see here that Scorpio, you made a lot of right decisions, by the way. You have made the decision not to shrink yourself, not to make yourself smaller. You don't gotta beg nobody. There is a major shift and a change that's happening in your life. This is gonna make you super happy. I see here a Scorpio who is gonna be very proud of the decisions that they have made. Here is the thing, the Death card and the Nine of Swords. Overthinking no longer serves you. From this point on, from this day on, you're going to be very glad that you watched this reading, and this is a confirmation for you that if you have been feeling the inclination to focus more on yourself and to be like, I'm detaching, I'm loving from before, I'm forgiving, and you could even practice the whole Pono prayer, the sacred Hawaiian prayer, which I really love. Please, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. Those 4 phrases that you utter constantly, it's gonna shift your frequency. You're gonna cleanse so much gooey energy and transmute. It's not even funny, honey. I was up into the mountains for a couple of days, and that's what I've been doing. So this is about you, Scorpio, really being in this place of you want to marry this person, you want to be with them. First, we don't got to force anything, like Neville Goddard says. Don't change the world, don't change the mirror. Change your expression. Change your inner world, and the outer world and the mirror is going to show you and reflect it back to who you are being. It's a state of being. We're not changing circumstances in manifestation. We are changing states of being. Do you catch my drift? And you got this. So get ready for the Ace of Wands. So I want to say, with all that being said, Scorpio, I love you so much. Thank you very much for being here. The competition still goes on. I really hope this reading gave you some clarity, and I'm really, really glad to be connecting with a lot of Scorpios out here. Thank you for showing up into the comment section as well. I love you so much, and I will see you very soon. Take care. Bye.